Good evening, Mr. Joya, Board of Trustees, teachers, staff, friends, families, and the class of 2023. To my fellow graduates, our past 6 years here have permanently shaped us and our futures. Looking back through my memories, what made our time on the Hill so formative was the sense of community that is fostered on campus, both within individual clubs and classes, but also across the entire student body. I still remember the first community I joined at MBA, the Math Counts team. Over the summer before 7th grade, Mrs. Chen taught me and a handful of other students the problem-solving skills needed for math competitions. For the next 2 years, this group met after school and practiced, sometimes working as a group to solve a tough problem. I've forgotten some of the tricks for tackling those problems, but I did not forget the group of students I continued to take math classes and competitions with. I also remember the other clubs I was a part of on the Hill. In Science Olympiad, I remember the Saturdays we spent preparing notes for different events. On some events, the rules permit only one sheet of paper for notes, so we would shrink the font to be as small as possible to fit as much information as possible to still see without needing a magnifying glass. Other events allowed full binders, and I remember copy and pasting full Wikipedia pages on different birds for ornithology, or pages on crystals for rocks and minerals. I remember passing the time in between events by playing video games with friends or trying to remember what ubiquitin is before rushing off to compete in cell biology. In Junior Classical League, I remember the cahoots we played in meetings to learn about Roman holidays and mythology, and trying to form teams with older students so I'd be on the winning team. When we went to competitions, we would always search for somewhere to eat lunch after the academic tests. And I remember at these discussing questions we weren't sure about and getting excited for the upcoming Kurtamen competition. Many of the competitions in these extracurriculars are done either alone or as a small team. But at the award ceremonies, we would always cheer on each other for every ribbon and medal earned. Our sense of community is also strengthened by our weekly assemblies. I know many dread the loss of break on Mondays and the possibility of a 10-minute or even longer delay. But it's also when everyone is in one spot and people can announce events or celebrate victories. On the debate team, a common phrase we have is that when one of us wins, we all win. This statement holds true for MBA as a whole. We cheer on our athletic teams, and when they win, the trophy is presented to the school. But MBA's sense of community extends far beyond our sports. Assemblies also a time for the bands and choir to showcase their talents and visual arts to be shown to the whole student body. Indata provides another opportunity for our class to unite around the arts. We go to these events for the community because we know our friends are there and they worked hard on whatever they're performing or presenting. We're also united through the classes that we take. I remember commiserating over Mr. Kelly's English quizzes, and before walking into his class, we would go over details related to the assigned reading. What nationality was Othello's sword? What was Satan's condition in hell? Did Pip not call the jacks knaves at Miss Havisham's house? Of course, there were fun parts too. Mr. Story's AP European History class, we played diplomacy and GeoGuessr. which helped our understanding of geography, but also let us connect with our classmates as we helped or betrayed them. I also think of the science labs each year, where we work together to see what result would come from carefully following the instructions, or more often, making some mistake and then trying to change the results to whatever we thought made more sense. I remember in Mr. Barclay's Physics C class working with Darwin Deng to create a path for a marble that would send it off of a desk and cause that marble to land inside of our target, a roll of tape. We did all the calculations and measured everything out, but we forgot to line up the target, which caused the marble to land about an inch left of where we had put the tape. There are so many of these memories from different classes. Playing Gimkit in Latin to drill vocabulary, or kickball in Jackson's economics class after we had taken the AP exams. Dr. Hedmark saying ka-chang whenever two terms cancel each other out in multivariable calculus. It's shared memories like these that shape both ourselves and our class as a whole. This community and the connections we've made will continue to live on, even after we go to college and into our careers. Many of us will remain in touch, either through technology or by going to the same college. Even those who don't will still be connected by the memories of this place. Wearing khakis and polo shirts on hot days, cheering on our football team, and the brotherhood that comes with such a long time spent together. We'll continue to form new communities and memories, but make sure to remember this community and these memories. Thank you, class of 2023. I cannot wait to see how far this community will go.
Hold on for a second. We congratulate you, Reid Groomes, on earning the distinction of Salutatorian for the class of 2023. Reid, your hard work and participation in a wide range of activities define you. Your contributions to the math programs, Junior Classical League, Science Olympiad, and the entire MBA community have made a tangible difference. You have expressed in word and deed a love for our school, and I'm grateful for the influences you have had upon MBA. I am confident you will have a great career both at Rice University next year and afterwards with terrific distinction. We proudly recognize you, Reid, as the Salutatorian of the class of 2023.